Hello students, myself Sudhakar Tiwari. Today I am going to teach you how you will change interrogative sentence which will come in direct narration while changing it into indirect narration. So we have some rule here, like we need to change say, says and said into ask, asked, asked, or inquire, inquires and inquired. We can also change it into question, questionate, like that. Another, we need to remove comma and inverted comma. So if we have single interrogative sentence, so we need to use if or whether as conjunction. But if we have double word question, means double interrogative, so there is no requirement of using conjunction. The question word itself will work as a conjunction. Now what we need to do, we need to remove question mark also, and we need to use full stop in place of that, because we are changing interrogative sentence into assertive sentence. So these are some rules you may note down. Now let's have examples. So he said to me, do you want to play? Now we can see that there is question mark and it's a single interrogative sentence. So he asked me, so I have changed this said into asked. Then after removing comma and inverted comma, I have if here. I can also use whether. So do you want to play? Now in place of question mark, here I have used question full stop. Now tense changed would be as usual as it was in assertive sentence. So as it is present indefinite tense, so now I have changed it into past indefinite tense. So if I wanted to play, now you just see do you want to play, so I need to change it into assertive. So in assertive, as we know, we don't need any helping verb, that's why I have written here second form of the verb. So if I wanted to play is in assertive form. Now another example, he said to me, what do you want to play? So now it's double interrogative sentence. We need not to use if or whether. The question word itself will work as a conjunction. For example, as I have written, he said to me, what do you want to play? So while changing, we have he asked me what he wanted to play. Now one more example we have, he said to me, am I going or not? Then question mark. So as we can see that there is condition, means whenever there is condition, so we need to use whether. We can also use if also, but if we are using whether, so it will more suitable. So now he asked me whether I was going or not. So this is all about how to change interrogative sentence from direct to indirect narration. Now imperative sentence. So when we use imperative sentence, whenever we are going to request, going to give order, or going to advise somebody, or going to suggest someone, or giving command, we use imperative sentence. So if imperative sentence is there in our reported speech, so while changing into indirect narration, we need to change reporting verb into requested, ordered, advised, suggested, command, etc. according to the sense of reported speech. Now the another rule, after removing comma and inverted comma, we need to use to just after the main verb. Okay, or if it is negative sentence, so we need to use not to just after the main verb. For example, he said to Raju, please bring my book. So you just see here there is please, so it means it's giving requesting manner. So we need to change reporting verb as requested. So he requested Raju to bring his book. Now you just see, before main verb I have here to. Now in next example, he said to Rabi, take medicine regularly. So you just see there is advice, because here somebody advised to someone for taking medicine regularly. So he advised Rabi to take medicines regularly. Now he said to Hari, don't pluck the flowers. Now it's order, as we can understand with just the sense of this reported speech. So here I have written ordered. So he ordered Hari not to, as we have don't means negative. So here we have not to pluck the flowers. Then full stop. Now we can change the negative sentence in other way also, like using forbade or instructed in place of reporting verb. So just see, the teacher said, do not make a noise. Now just see, this is also negative sentence, which is here for giving instruction. So we can use instructed here, or we can use forbade. So while changing this from direct to indirect, we can change like this: the teacher forbade to make a noise. So forbade means not to. So whenever we are using forbade, so this sentence will be in positive. But if we are using instructed, so this will be in negative itself. Like the teacher instructed not to make a noise. Got it? Now emphatic imperative. Emphatic imperative is just like imperative, but here we usually put do before the main verb. Now we have main verb as have here. So while having this in imperative sentence, we can say have a cup of coffee please. But if we are going to pressurize somebody for having the coffee, so we can use do have a cup of coffee please. So we are emphasizing our sentence. That's why whenever we emphasize the sentence, we use do before the imperative sentence to make it more requesting. So he said to me, do have a cup of coffee please. Now while changing, what we need to do, it will, as usual, he requested me to have a cup of coffee please. So here we are removing do as well as please also. We are using to just before the helping verb, or you can say here have is as main verb. So just before the main verb we are using to. Now imperative sentence with tag question. So before I start this topic, I would like to explain what is tag question. So tag question is just a kind of question that comes after imperative sentence or assertive sentence. Whenever we are going to have confirmation for any statement, we use tag question. For example, somebody is going to order someone while using open the door. So after this order, he wanted to make it confirmed whether the person will complete the order or not. That's why there is will you. So this is tag question. So he said to me, open the door, will you? It's imperative sentence. So while changing it from direct to indirect narration, there is no need to worry about tag question, because we just remove this and in place of this we can use asked. So he asked me to open the door. Okay. Now sentence with let. In imperative sentence we often use our imperative sentence with let. So it is of different kinds. Sometimes we use let us, sometimes we use let me, sometimes we use let them, let him, like that. So if there is any type of pronoun after let, so how we will change it from direct to indirect? Now just see, if we have us with let, so it means we need to use reporting verb as proposed. So he said to me, let us go to play. So she said to me, let us go to play. So she proposed to me to go to play. Now you just see the same sentence we can change in other way also. But before I explain this, I would like to tell you what the changes we will have to do here. So while changing in different way, we need to remove comma and inverted comma, and we need to put that in place of that. And for us, we need to use we, and for let, we need to use should. Now just see, she proposed to me that we should go to play. We are using we in place of us because in reporting part, subject and object, any one of them are first person pronoun. If both the two are not, or any of the two are not first person pronoun, apart from first person pronoun, if it is second or third person pronoun, so we may use they here in place of we. So if in case I have, she said to him, let us go to play. So what I need to do, she proposed to him that they should go to play. So now another example, the boy said to the teacher, let me go home. Now as we can see in reported speech, and with the help of this reporting part, there is request because the boy requesting his teacher for going home. So what we will do, the boy requested the teacher that he might be allowed to go home. We can change this in other way also. The boy requested the teacher to allow him to go home. Now let's have some more example. She said, let him be my friend. So she wished that he should be her friend. Now here I have used wished in place of said. Another, she said to Syam, let him go to market. So she requested Syam to let him go to market. Now my father said to me, let them go. So my father ordered me to let them go. Or we can also write, my father ordered me that I should allow them to go. So this is all about imperative sentence. In my next video, I will teach you all about operative sentence and exclamatory sentence.